constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the UCLA Bruins, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this. And the Bruins will put total weather to crank us up. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Oregon Ducks offense will have the ball first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
The Ducks headed quickly to the line.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives them a chance. He makes this offense go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Snagged in the middle. It's Boone. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Unleashes one deep. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Sets up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Never a doubt. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the UCLA Bruins offense has its first opportunity of the day. And guys, as this year has gone on, it has become harder and harder to ignore the excellence that this quarterback is putting out there each and every week.
Well, the secret's out now. And I think at the start of the year, everybody knew this guy was talented. They wanted to see if he
breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Bruins, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the left.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
And the Bruins will line it up on 1st and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Quarterback on the keeper. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Back to pass. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call, and they get the INT.
The inside handoff. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He has brought down the man. What a job to find some running room and move the chains.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside.
Oh, he's got some space. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. And the Ducks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Off play action on 1st down. Wide open downfield. Smashes ahead. Touchdown Ducks! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. Trying play action. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Finding an escape route. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. They'll go to the counter play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. He makes the catch. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Bruins are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it from the gun. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quick strike complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. 7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Ducks line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. We've had some early scores. They got the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. Just plowing ahead. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers in the top 10 in total TDs running and passing. And this dude very much in the Heisman race. He's had a great season. He can do a little bit of everything.
They've got the screen set up. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Pulls it and fires to the left. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. And now they've moved into the red zone. Handoff from the gun. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. The Bruins have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. To the air on 1st down. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's going for the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bruins! After that, there might be a few extra tackling drills in practice this week.
Listen, and when you only got one guy there, it makes it really hard to get to the ground. You need a swarm. Where are my other guys? You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the football to make sure you get them on the ground.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Florida is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far in the Swamp. They're up by a field goal over Alabama. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should see.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Ducks will hustle to the line. Out of the gun, the inside give. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. The tight end gets the handoff on 3rd and short. You don't see that every day. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And the Ducks will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the first. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the Bruins decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Lawrence. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Here comes the offense on second down. And off from the shotgun. And that's the end of the line on that run, and it's the end of the line for the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Time to take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after turning it on. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. First down here for the offense. From the gun, the running back has it. Oh, what a move. He's got 50 yards rushing so far in this one, and he's closing in on 1,200 for the season. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Makes the catch. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Throwing right. He's got an open man. Touchdown, UCLA! A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They're working that left side. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Ducks want to crank the tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires on the move. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. It's not just the dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just in the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Not going to get there, not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll try to get it through the air. Gets it out fast. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Bruins will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. They'll go back to work on offense. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Right on the money. There he goes. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Ducks in the hurry-up.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's in open space downfield. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
And the Bruins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Bruins will line up to punt it away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He'll start this drive firing. Firing to the right, complete. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. The Ducks are in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Here's the pressure. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. And the Ducks will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Gives it on the option. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. With jet sweep pass. Slithers into space. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And the Bruins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On target over the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking deep. Got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a first down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bruins! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
On the move from inside his 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in Autzen Stadium.
The Ducks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged out of the air. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Gives it on the option. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, this defense knew they had to get off to a fast start here in the second half. They're trailing by a bunch of points right now on the scoreboard. They needed to make something positive happen early, and on the very first drive, they get a sack on third down, looking to get the ball back to their offense here.
The Bruins send out the punt unit. He'll take it on the return. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Gets it to him on the screen. Shakes off the defender. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He'll pull it down and run. Crosses the 35. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The Ducks want to move quickly.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
To the air on second down. Finds his big tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Snap to the back. Creates a little room. And the Ducks have this offense rolling. Direct snap. Oh, better look out. Got enough for the first. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Off the play fake on first down. Pressure coming. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. They booted away on 4th down. Catches it at the 15. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. UCLA will go back to work on offense. On the run, it's Cameron. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Red pass, it's complete. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafened. He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Buys a little extra time. Breaks into the open. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. A really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the 1st down.
Got the 1st down and more. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
He's got it. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of that.
And the Ducks with the 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Tight end now in motion. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
The AT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Boise State is just getting blown off the field right now on that Smurf turf. And at this rate, I'm not sure this won't get worse. They're trailing by 14 to Florida Atlantic.
On target to the left.
Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Creates a little space. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Tosses it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Looking deep down the right side. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Punt is on its way. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Now the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Ducks moving quickly to the line. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Ducks will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Now on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. To the air on first down. Caught. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So first down will open up the final period. On the move, it's Cameron. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give to the back. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. And nowhere to go this time, and he couldn't follow up the big run with another. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Grab behind the line. It's Cameron. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Oh, and he missed it. No good. After the missed field goal, still an 8-point game, and guys, more importantly, still a 1-possession game. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. He'll pull it down. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. And the Ducks want to pick up the tempo. Snap from the gun on third down. He lost one down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Ducks line up to punt it away. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. And when you've been around a while, as this guy has behind center, you expect this type of performance, and boy, is he delivered. And he's thrown it all over the place. Been a bit of a mismatch, candidly, Jesse.
I think there were high expectations for this guy coming into the year, but I don't know if anyone thought it would look this good. He has been so dialed in today. When he's doing the work during the week leading up to the game, boy, oh boy, it shows up on game day. He's got a lot of talent, but you combine the mental approach to that talent, this guy's virtually unstoppable.
Makes the grab. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And man, this guy's shown you the whole gamut, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10 in total touchdowns, rushing and passing. Had a phenomenal year. Now is the time, late in the season, when you can go win those individual awards.
Gives it to the back on the draw.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Tight end finds a soft spot. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Finds his man. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on 1st and goal, but they can also drain the clock. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Ducks headed quickly to the line.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. And the veteran presence is obvious for this senior behind center. He's been elite in every aspect. He's thrown the ball on time. He's made big plays down the field. He's punched it in when they've gotten opportunities. You just couldn't ask for anything more. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackle.
Turning it on! They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Bruins have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Bruins! And the punishment has been extended. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done, and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Boise State is getting handled right now at home. Someone needs to step in here, throw in the towel, and stop this fight. They're trailing by 14 to Florida Atlantic. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time it's 2nd down. That's caught. It's Boone. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Ducks will punt it away on 4th down. Just needs a crack to get a return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. And they've gotten a superb performance from their senior quarterback. And the QB has more than had his way just lighting up the secondary and the scoreboard, Jesse.
Yeah, and Breeze, talking to the coaches coming into this one, they felt like they had a real opportunity in this game to throw the football with success, understanding just...
There he goes! He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different-looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And, David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
Thanks so much for spending some time